roughly a 40-45 minute yoga practice. And I encourage you to stick with it. Don't go looking for the fast forward button or a rewind button or another video with funny cats. As much as I love my funny cat videos. But that is the challenge that I give you right now, is sticking with it, because that is what yoga is all about, and that is what we need in our everyday life, right? It's very easy to just kind of run away from something. So today is going to be all about that sense of endurance, that sense of just digging deep and riding out the storm. And the great way to do that is with your breath. So go ahead, sit in a cross-legged seat. Close your eyes even for a moment, so you really don't have to worry about any of those distractions. Feel your sitting bones just rooted into the mat. Pull your navel inward. So you see what happens right there. A lot of times you pull your navel inward, you can feel the spine beginning to lengthen there, just by that simple movement. And of course that protects the lower back, because a lot of times we're not so aware of that part of our seat, and we wind up pushing the lower back out and the shoulders rounded. Keep that lift extended up to the base of your skull. Try to breathe in through your nose. Try to seal your lips and slowly breathe out of your nose the same way that you breathe in. Spend a few moments there, just you and your breath, taking it on a journey. And as you keep breathing, see if you can shift your ears back over the shoulders a little more. Now we'll realign your spine and feel a broadening across the collarbones. Taking one more nice deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. Gently flutter your eyes on open. You can just place your hands somewhere along your knees or your thighs. This is real simple, but it always feels real good. On your inhale, lift your shoulders up to your ears. Roll them back, and then exhale. Just let them fall down your back, like they're trying to go towards the belly button there. Again, inhale, up, back, exhale, get them on down, and then one more. Very nice. From here, we're going to go ahead and come on out of our seat, and we're going to begin to stand on our shins. Oh, I'm so happy to have a shadow with me today. So, the first thing I want you to check in with is your heels and your knees. So you want that alignment when we're here. We're going to keep that on the left side. You're going to take your right leg off to the right. So it doesn't matter if that sole of the foot gets down or not, but you do want alignment between your heel and your knee and your other knee and your heel. Now, if you need to take your hand on the left hip to draw it back, please do, because I don't want to cave over to the right. Then inhale, reach your left arm up, 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 and up. Get as much length as possible. And then exhale, keep a sense of that left armpit turning back as you walk your right arm down the right leg and your left arm over. Good. Breathe. Remember to breathe in through your nose. Lips sealed and out of your nose. And then hang in here. Every round of breath might journey you just slightly deeper, but it's not about how far you go. So if you're getting pretty far down, but you're starting to look like this, I want you to back off. Keep the opening of the heart and try to move the gaze over the left armpit a little more. Taking one more deep breath in. And a deep breath out. So the same control of your breath to slowly let you come back on up. And then we're going to go ahead and slide the right shin in. And then the left leg out. Good. So now remember your alignment of heel and knee, or knee and heel on each side. And then same awareness. On the inhale, take that full breath to bring the right arm up, up, and up. And then turn the armpit out to the back a little bit as you exhale. Start to walk the left hand down, the left leg, and the right arm over. And again, don't worry about how far you go. Each round of breath might get you just a little deeper. Keep rotating the right armpit back, and then see if the gaze can go over that right armpit. I haven't done this one in a while. This is one of my most favorite poses in the beginning. You'll see later on, triangle is one of my favorite poses, and this is sort of a great starting point in the triangle. This is Parigasana, the gate pose. So I'd like to think that this is really opening me up to just like endless possibilities and opportunities right here. I want to hear that breath a little more. As you reach a little more, you're going to feel it through the side body right now on the right side, along with the left hamstring here. Taking one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And slowly use that same awareness of the breath to come on up, not rushing anything here. And go ahead and slide your left shin in. Nice. From here, we're going to come on down to our hands and our knees. So something we forget about are the legs here. So this is a good reminder when you're at home too. I don't want to turn my toes in, that might shorten the sacrum, and I don't want to bring them out. I want to keep everything nice and in line, and that is going to help me later on in downward dog and plank too. So your shoulders are over your wrist. Give a little thrust of the heart forward, and a very simple cat and cow. So inhale, use that full breath to reach your heart forward and up. Now exhale, start to scoop the navel in first. Keep your hips as steady as possible and round. Good. So nice and slow, letting your breath lead the movement. Inhale. Lift that heart. And I want you to breathe in a little more and lift a little more than you think you have room for it here. Yeah. And then the exhale starts with the navel scooping in and that rounding. Be careful that you don't start to put weight into the wrist. Keep that stacking and spread the hands. One more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, slow. Navel in first and around. Good. We'll start with our lift one more time. And we'll turn it into downward dog. So exhale, tuck your toes under, and then same relationship with the breath. Lift your knees, and then slowly use that full exhale. Send your hips up and back. We're going to come back and talk about this in a moment, but I want to go ahead and warm up the backs of the legs a little more. So let's start to walk our hands back to our feet. And then check with your heels here. Make sure they didn't turn out or in. Keep them in line and just grab opposite elbows. So what is nice about this is that you can bend the knees a little bit in the beginning, however much you need. And then you can take the hands around the elbows, kind of cup them around the elbows and just pull downward a little bit there. And so you're probably feeling it in the legs, but remember this is a full body pose. So as you get a little more familiar, I want a little more weight to the balls of the feet. And I really want to let that head go. Taking Deep breath out. Release the arms. And then keep those heels in line with the rest of your foot and walk it out, downward facing dog pose. And then we're going to fine tune here. So I purposely came a little more forward in a downward dog because in the beginning of our practice, when we're tight, that just happens. So you can actually see here on the camera how these adjustments are going to help. So first, let's start with the feet. I'm going to keep them hip width apart. And I don't want to hold the heels up any more than I have to, but I do want the heels to be lifted off the mat. So see, I'm starting to drop into the mat, and look how much length that gives me in the upper body there. Woo, it's a whole different dog. And then pull your navel up and in a little more. Nice. And then always keep the gaze somewhere behind you. That might mean the navel, it might mean the heels. Whatever it takes to really just kind of let the neck go. You don't want to crane it and hold it up like that. Breathe in one more, in through the nose. Lips sealed, out of the nose. Inhale, let that breath match the movement as you lift your right leg up to the sky. So then notice here as you breathe what just happened, right? What I mentioned a moment ago, I started to bunch up in the upper body and pull the weight forward. So I'm going to keep the left heel dropping away from my right heel. Now look at all that length I found again. Now a little more of a challenge, rotate your right hip over your left hip. So I bet you your right shoulder spun up, mine just did. So we're going to pull our right shoulder down even to the left. That's going to make it a lot more challenging. So I got a good sense of stretch in the back body and strength in the upper body. On your next inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky without rising the left heel too much. Exhale, step your foot between your thumbs. Good. Knee over ankle first, so if you don't see that, adjust it accordingly. And then open your right arm to the sky. Oh, let's give them a wave, Misty. There we go. So, this is another one here where you might sense it in one area, but remember it's a full body pose. So lift the back knee a little more, and then keep that lift and stretch the calf and the heel to whatever's behind you there. And if you feel like you're collapsing the head below the hips or too much weight in the wrist, tend your fingers. Good. Rotate the right ribs up and back a little more. Take one more deep breath in. And exhale, release your right hand down and step back into downward facing dog pose. Inhale, go ahead and lift your left leg up into the sky. Now hold and breathe, and let's check in with that right heel. So again, I poured a little more weight forward. So I'm going to drop the right heel. Look behind me a little more. Woo-hoo. And then from there, I'm going to pour my left hip over my right. So you can get familiar with the hips first, and then you can spin your left shoulder down a little more and push the top of the mat away. It's like your nose is trying to touch the knee. On your next inhale, stretch your left leg real high. See, I just kind of craned my neck forward. Try not to do that. Exhale, step your foot between the thighs. Nice. When you get your knee over your ankle, you're going to open up your left arm. Good. So you can see that I'm kind of dipping into my right wrist and my right hip a little more here than I should be. So again, I'm going to check in. I'm going to reach the heel back, lower the calf. And then I am a little tighter here, so I'm going to definitely tense my right fingers. And that allows me to just kind of create more space through the hips there, more room to rotate open. I want to feel like my left fingers are trying to touch the sky. Take one more deep breath in, and then exhale, release that left hand down, and step back, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in here, heels dropping, hips lifted. Shoulders rolling towards the center of the back. Deep breath out. On an inhale, I'm going to bend my knees and start to shift my gaze slightly towards my thumbs. Now, if you need to walk, by all means, just take a nice little walk forward. Otherwise, as exhale, start to hop between our thumbs. Good. Inhale, bring your fingers to the shins, take a half lift. Now hold and breathe. So right now, my half lift is not really doing much for me, other than just feeling me go through the motions. But this is one that we're going to really, kind of up the ante on, and it has very practical purpose. So start to move weight into the balls of your feet a little more, and press your hands towards the shins and drag your spine forward, looking for head and hips more in one line. This is what we see a lot of usually. So I want to stay as open as possible, and then feel the navel work up, and then a little bit forward towards the rib cage. So this should actually challenge your breathing a little bit. Take one more deep breath in, and exhale, release. Bring your nose toward the knees, really let go. Inhale, press deeply into the feet, reach your arms out. Reach them up into high prayer, Urdhva Hastasana pose. And exhale at the heart. Thumbs just below the sternum and gently pulling upward. Inhale. Reach the arms out and up. Now try not to arrive in high prayer until all the breath is in. And then exhale, keep that length in breath and body. Push the walls away. Push the heart forward. And then heart and nose towards knees. Inhale, work in that half lift here. Weight to the balls of the feet, engage the navel. Exhale, release. Beautiful. From here, we're going to go ahead and step it back to downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Go ahead, inhale slowly forward into a high plank. So not arriving until all that breath is there. Good. Now hold and breathe. Keep your shoulders over your wrist. Pull the heart forward a little more. And that's going to help lengthen the neck right up to the base of the skull. Pull your shoulder heads back from your ears. Nice. And then just be careful with the heels. You just want to feel like you're gently tapping a block or a box behind you. Yeah, if they go too far back, that's going to take alignment away from the upper body. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then drop your knees wide. Big toes touch. Hips on heels. Take the child's pose. Good. So in child's pose, just going to take a few breaths here. If your hips cannot make your heels, not a big deal. You can always roll up a blanket. Or if it's hard for you in the upper body, take a blanket and roll it vertically, just going from your head down to your hips underneath you. So I'm not going to do sun salutes, which we tend to do in a yoga, vinyasa, or para practice today, because it's really hard. I don't want to lose the pacing or our breath when I'm here and you are there. So instead, for better or for worse, I'm going to take you through a little core series to help get things going. So what I would like you to do is come on up to your hands and your knees, and then move your heels back in alignment with your knees. Always remember to do that. And then inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, come back to downward dog. Inhale, full breath in the high plank pose. Now hold and breathe for a moment. I think you're very familiar with this one, and nobody likes it. We're just going to our bellies, but it's a 5 count. So I want you to find the full exhale and the movement on 5, right? So take a deep breath in, find your strong plank, shoulders back, navel in. Exhale, nice and slow. 1, we're going to start to bend at the elbows. 2, they're going to graze the sides of the ribs. 3, halfway there. 4, and then landing on 5. Good. Untuck the toes, and then make a V-like shape with your legs. If you're practicing on a mat, try not to have your feet go off the mat. Just keep them around the corners. And then go ahead and reach your arms forward. Pull the shoulders back right here and try to keep the gaze out in front of you a little more. I don't want to do this. Come up halfway to your fullest potential with your arms and your legs. Nobody's really ever excited for this one, but this is a good one. Right here, check out the shoulders, pull them back. Now on your inhale, lift up more. And then exhale, probably make a soft fist. Let the elbows bend back to graze the sides of the ribs, and that's going to lift you up a little more. Inhale, keep that gaze forward, reach forward. Exhale, lower halfway down to your fullest potential. Or that didn't, you just lower halfway down. Fullest potential is sleepy time. Don't do that yet. Inhale, reach up. Exhale again. Bend, lift. Keep those toes going back too, yeah. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale forward. Exhale halfway down, just 200 more. Inhale up, or 3. Exhale back. Isn't this great when I have someone back here? I don't have to do the whole thing. Inhale forward, relax your shoulders, exhale down. Last 2. Inhale up, exhale slower, squeeze those elbows, very good. Yeah, see that lifts you a little more. Inhale forward, exhale halfway. Okay, I'll do the last one with you. Inhale up, like you're in a pool. Exhale slow. Lift, 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 lift. Inhale, forward. Exhale halfway, and all the way. Bring one cheek to the mat. You can bring the arms back behind you. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then we're going to continue on by rolling onto our backs. So yeah, we're just going to face the other direction here. And then bring the soles of your feet up to face the wall. Keep your feet hip width apart. So, you got your heels in line with your knees. Good job, right away. Knees over your hips. Next, so we just worked on the back a little bit there. We're going to keep it going. We're going to lift our head up and interlace our fingers back behind our head here. Elbows out. So some of the best advice that I can give you, what always helps me, is that I don't want to feel any strain in the neck. And as we get going with the core and the legs, that might start to creep in. So always pretend your head is laying back into a pillow. So if you press your head into that, that definitely helps. Your thumbs under the base of your skull there, and elbows out. Good. So inhale, I want to go ahead and slowly lift our right leg up to the sky. Like the sole of the foot can flatten on the ceiling. And then exhale slowly. Bring that right leg down until it's hovering an inch from the mat. I'm already shaking. Oh boy. Inhale that knee back and center. And then pull the navel to the spine. Exhale, lift your shoulder blades off the mat. Take a crunch. Good. Let those elbows come out a little more. Good. Inhale, left leg reaches up nice and slow. Exhale, go ahead and take it down to a hover. Inhale the knee back and center. Keep them right over the hips. Exhale, lift. Shoulder blades off. Good. Head into the hands. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, big lift. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale. I think a little bit of this goes a long way. Are you feeling it? I am. Yeah, okay. One more round. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, slowly take it down. Inhale, center. Up you go. Exhale. Good. Left side. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, center. Exhale, lift.
to outside the left knee. Left elbow behind you. So check in with your right hip. Is it starting to pop up and over to the left? If so, pull it down. Woohoo! It's going to make it more challenging, but your alignment is good there. We're holding this for one more. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Ooh, nice breath. I can hear that. Great. Come back to center. Take 5 pulses up and down. Remember, your head is in your hands here. 3, 4, 5. Let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Left, exhale, lower to a hover. Good. And then left elbow outside, right knee. Good. Now hold and breathe. Check in with that left hip. Is it starting to cave over to the right? Roll it down. Yeah. So don't beat yourself up if it is caving over because it's quite common. That's why I'm here, to remind you. Missy's like, stop talking, this is hard to hold. One more. Good, come back to center. Let's do 5 more pulses. Head to hands, lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. You might want to take your hands back behind the knees, hug them in. And then take a little circular movement. Beautiful. From side to side there. Nice. Go ahead, come back to center. Gently rock on up. You might cross the ankles as you plant your hands. And then come into plank. Beautiful. And then go ahead, push back. Downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. So, Missy's going to stay in downward dog and breathe. The heels dropping, hips lifting. If chaturanga is not the word or the pose for you, I want you to skip it and just do downward facing dog. There's more benefits in this if we can't quite master that chaturanga. I think less is more with chaturanga, so I will do one with you right now, slow and controlled, and she's probably hating this, that I'm going to point this out now. I love having someone behind me. So inhale, come forward into your high plank. Good. Now exhale, I want you to start to lower halfway down. And then hold if you can. Elbows over the wrist if possible, but more importantly, have those elbows in tight. Good. Upward facing dog. So inhale, flip the tops of the feet. Beautiful. Lift the upper thighs. Yeah, good. You roll the shoulders back. That's nice. Exhale, come home. Downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. A deep breath out. Inhale. Right leg high, but left heel heavy. That keeps excess weight from coming forward. Exhale, step your foot slowly between your thumbs. Get that knee over the ankle again first. Take your back foot down 45 degrees. So if we're on our right side, that means your back big toe will look at 10 o'clock or so. Bring your arms straight up, warrior one. Relax the shoulders. Pull the navel in, and let that left hip bone try to scoot forward, more even to the right hip bone. Take one more deep breath in, lift your heart. Exhale, place your hands down, step right back to downward facing dog. So again, I'm limiting the chaturangas here. Inhale, left leg high. Right heel heavy. Exhale, slowly step it through. Take that back foot down, so the big toe looks at 2 o'clock. Arms up, warrior one. Next, so keep the navel pulling in. So sometimes we're so fixated on the front knee over the ankle that we drag the back foot in and we press the belly forward and we flop the lower back. So keep the pinky toe edge and back foot down, navel in, heart lifted. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands down. Step back, downward dog. Take a round of breath here in downward dog. I didn't hold that warrior one for too long because I want to spend more time up in the ante in it. So inhale, right leg up, left heel heavy. Exhale, step your foot through. Check in. Knee over ankle first. Then take the back foot down, so big toe to 10. Come back down with your hands. Good. Now go ahead and take your left arm under your right arm. Like an eagle. Nice. And then from here, we're going to come on up. Beautiful. Yeah, I know. It could be confusing. So Missy's going to stay in it like this. And I'll tell you why it's left arm over right, under right arm. Because if we were going to do the full eagle, you're not going to do it. It would be left leg over the right? So we always need the opposite. So this is what I would like you to do. I'd like you to take your elbows up a little higher and then suspend them where they are. And pull those shoulders back away from the elbows. Yeah, I can already see a little shaking going on there. Don't forget your warrior leg, so pull the pinky toe edge of the back foot down into the mat and the navel in. Keep your shoulders pulling away from the elbows. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out. Separate the arms, inhale up, warrior one. Hey, let's visit some of the others. Exhale, warrior two. So you find that back foot organically spins down. Heel to heel alignment, one deep breath in, deep breath out. I want you to hook your left hand into your back right hip, and then inhale, reverse warrior. I do that so you don't go too far back. A lot of times you'll see this happening if you take left arm down, but I'm crunching the ribs. So keeping it here will allow you just the right amount of stretch. One more deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, downward dog. Inhale, left leg high. Right heel heavy step. Exhale, slowly step it through. I don't want to speed it up just because the poses get a little more intense. Back foot down like a warrior one foot, meaning it's angled. Right arm under left. Then come on up. Beautiful. So this is looking good. So let's check in with our feet. Usually a heel-to-heel alignment. Taking the pinky toe edge down. If the hips feel a little tight, that's when you might come out of the heel-to-heel alignment and go a little wider. Now pull those elbows up, suspend them where they are, and draw your shoulders back, away from those elbows. Try to keep tension out of the fingers, the toes, and the jaw. I know it's a little tough right now. Pull the navel in, keep that length happening. So we're really just building on all the other poses here. Take one more deep breath in. Deep breath out. Separate. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Open it up, warrior two. Be careful that that back foot doesn't turn behind you at all. If the back big toe was looking at a clock, it would be 3 o'clock. One more deep breath in. Front knee stays over ankle, navel in. Deep breath out. Hook right hand over left. Or right hand over left hip, yeah. Keep the bend in the front knee. Inhale, arm back. Breathe. A little bit of this top armpit drawing back a little bit here. That keeps the top ribs opening back and the heart open. So even though we're manipulating the body, we never really want to close off with the heart or restrict that area. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. Step back and downward facing dog pose. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. We'll do one more round standing before we take it down. Inhale, right leg high, left heel heavy. Exhale, step it through with control. Back foot down with the warrior one foot, so let it look at 10 o'clock, that big toe. Left arm under right, come on up. Very nice. Shoulders back and elbows. On your next inhale, separate the arms straight up. Open it back up into warrior two. Now this time we're going to come into the triangle. So straight in the front leg, reach forward, forward, forward. And then right arm down, left arm up. Nice. So this is one of my favorites, as I mentioned before. So when you're here, let's take that back hip, which is the right one, and move it forward in the direction that you are facing right now. That's going to give the top ribs more of an opportunity to open up there. So this is one of my favorites because we're really kind of getting into everything. If you keep the hands actively reaching away from each other, that's the collarbones right there. You really get into the breath and the intercostal muscles and the ribs, and then the hamstring. You're definitely feeling it here as the hips shift back and the head reaches forward. Now we're going to try to maintain this, but just upping the ante a little bit. Reach your right arm forward, palm up in line with the shoulder. Now bring that left arm overhead, but try not to round in here. So shoulders back, navel in, heart up more. Beautiful. Good. We bend through the front knee, left hand to right hip for that reverse warrior. And then exhale, hands down to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg high, right heel heavy. Exhale slowly, breathing it through. Take that back foot down, warrior 1 foot, so that means there's still an angle to it. Right arm is under the left. And come on up. Deep breath in. Deep breath out, shoulders back. Good. Inhale, separate, arms up. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2. So you feel that back foot spin down a little more. You keep that feet for triangle, straight in the front leg. And then reach forward, forward, forward. Left arm down, right arm up. Good, so hold and breathe. I'm going to show you some of the things that commonly happen in triangle that we never really think about. First is my front foot. My big toe is popping up, right? So I'm going to help my hamstring along by drawing that big toe down. It would also help me if I went into a balance from here afterwards. And then again, I don't want my head below my hips. We see that a lot, and that can put too much pressure on the hamstring as well. So if you need a block, please do, or if you just need to walk your hand higher up, please do. Keep the arms reaching away, and we're going to up the ante again. So left arm forward, palm open, about in line with the shoulder, wrist and shoulder. Pull the shoulder back, right arm overhead. Now pull the right armpit up so the gaze comes up. Try not to lunge forward into the left hip, so reach the hips back behind you. Good. Inhale, that reverse warrior, right hand to left hip. As you come over, yeah. Exhale, bring your hands down to the mat, and step back, downward dog pose. Woo. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. And then go ahead, take a child's pose. If you want the arms to come to the side of your body, you can. If you want a reverse prayer, that can be nice. Whatever helps you have this moment of surrender and release. A couple more. Deep breaths in and out of your nose. One more. Start to just walk back on up to your hands. Come on to your hands and your knees. Take a cat and a cow like we did earlier. So inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, pull your navel in and round. Inhale, lift your heart. Come to downward facing dog on the Inhale, right leg high, left heel heavy. Now we're going to come into our pigeon here as we started into lying down mode. So exhale, we're going to bring the shin across the top of the mat. Now walk your hands back under the shoulders here for a moment. Beautiful. So if you're really tight there in the hip and going forward isn't for you, you can always stay upright like this and still get the pose, okay? You don't have to go all the way down. Some things I want you to check in with before you fold. Look at the back leg. Try to get your toes, your heel and hip in line. Give it a little drag back if you can. But the more you get in line right now, the better the hips will be when you lower. From here, start to walk it forward. So, if you feel one hip real low and one real high, that's your cue to get a pillow, a blanket, whatever you got around, and place it underneath that low hip. If both hips are high, it's fine as long as they're even. Nice. Keep relaxing your shoulders. And while Misty stays in our pigeon pose, I will show you an alternative for you if you're it's really bothering your knees here. The hips are just way tight. You can float onto your back, start in the way with that core pose before. But I'm not making you do the core now. Instead, you just figure four, right leg over left. And if possible, as you take your right arm through that hole there and interlace your fingers back behind the left thigh, you could get your right elbow just below, but not on the right knee. And gently draw the left leg to you and push the right leg away. You'll really feel that opening there in the right hip. Try not to pop up your shoulders if you're doing this variation, but keep them pulling down. Good. 2 more breaths wherever you are. I'll show you a quick alternative if you want a little more of the shoulders, since we have focused on that. And I think Misty can do this one as well. Take your left arm underneath the right arm off to the windows. You've got it. Perfect. Bring the left side of your head down. Now you can take your right arm, reach it up, and wrap it around your back left hip. See if you can get the foot. Nice. So this is very much optional for you right now. Just want to give you a little alternative or a little extra there into the shoulders. Take one more deep breath in whatever variation you're in. Deep breath out. Start to unravel. And we'll go ahead. Make our way up. If you're coming out of pigeon, it's a downward dog with that right leg up into the sky. Yeah, and just take some little circles. Beautiful. And then release it on down. We'll do the other side. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, go ahead, send your shin across the top of the mat. You only take this left ankle as far forward as you can. You don't have to worry about it being in line with the knee. You don't want to drag it back, you just don't have to push it. If it doesn't go, it doesn't go. Good. You checked in with the back leg, and then you've gone ahead and folded. Pull the shoulders back, keep that right leg back. We'll take a few breaths here together. I'm going to go quiet for a few breaths and enjoy the pigeon pose with you. The challenge that I bring to you while I'm not talking is, can you remain in the pose and not let the thoughts get to you? Whatever's happening after this tape shuts off. And just simply be you and your breath for a few moments. wasn't too scary. Either staying there for a couple more breaths or taking the next step, which would be right arm over the left. Right side of the head down. Shoulder, try to relax it from the ear. Left arm up. And then bring it on over. So grab the back of the big toe there. Again, this is completely optional. Too much on the hip or the shoulders. Back off and stay in your pigeon. Take one more deep breath in wherever you are. Deep breath out. We're going to unravel. Very nice. Come up into downward dog with your left leg high. Ooh, made some nice circles there through the hip bone, femur bone, ankle bone. And then downward dog, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Go ahead, drop your knees. Sit over to one side. Come to your cross-legged seat. We're back to facing you. Very nice. Sit up nice and tall. Tilt the ears back over the shoulders. Move your navel to the right. And just place your left hand on the right knee. Right hand back behind you. Head lifting up over the hips. Your inhale lifts up and lengthens you. The exhale pulls your navel back a little more. One more. Beautiful. Steer with your navel back to center. And then over in the other direction. So the navel leads the movement. The inhale lifts up, lengthens you. The exhale pulls your navel back a little more. One more. Go ahead. Come back to center. We're going to go ahead and float onto our backs. And I usually enjoy Happy Baby to end our very active poses. So you hug your knees in towards the armpits there. And the soles of the feet reach up. If it's going to lift your head up to grab the edges of the feet, simply just put your hands on your calves. That's fine too. Otherwise, you grab the edges. Tailbone down. You want to rock from side to side. That can feel nice. And then if you were rocking, get nice and still in your Happy Baby. I want you to go ahead and stay in the shape of Happy Baby, but just separate your hands from your feet. And then straighten the legs up to the sky, long with the arms. And slowly drift the legs down into the V-leg shape. And then the arms will float to the sides of the body. Yeah, doesn't matter where they go. Beautiful. Close your eyes. Feel the natural curve of your spine soaking down into your surface below you. Take your shoulders and even find that quality that we had at the beginning of the class, that up, back, and down, that help draw them more into the back. Take your fingers, fan them out. Feel the nail beds try to tap the floor below you. From your toes, all the way up to the crown of the head. A sense of relaxation, rejuvenation, reconnection Just a moment to be still and let your hard work and dedication today sink in. Take a moment to check back in. As your fingers start to pop up, try to relax. Your toes, your jaw. Not so much a sense of heaviness into the mat, but just a sense that you're melting in. And as you start thinking, if you started thinking, for our last few moments here, maybe start counting. A nice silent count. 1, 2, 3. What happens is, inevitably, we stop counting and we start thinking. And when you notice that, you stop where you are and you start counting again. So we're slowly just creating a sense of meditation, this container for the mind to really let these moments sink in. Start to find a deepening of your breath, an awakening in your breath. And that's going to start to bring gentle movement across your fingers, toes, ankles, wrists, jaw. Let your legs come a little closer together. Bring your arms back behind you. Relax your shoulders though. Try not to bunch them up. Point your fingers and toes and take a big stretch. We're going to let the next exhale come out of our mouth. So deep breath in. Let it go. Hug one knee in and then the other. Gently roll on. Sit up nice and tall, ears back over the shoulders. Flutter your eyes on up. Did you wind up doing a counting meditation at all? No, you didn't? You had it? I did. I got to 9. I know a lot of times we can beat ourselves up thinking there's something wrong that we can't get past that, and we started 4 times. So everything is a practice. Everything is progress, right? So thank you so much for being here today. Thank you. Namaste.
We miss you, Papa.
Yeah, have a nice